What if I told you that your biggest financial enemy isn't inflation, the stock market, or even the government, but your own brain? Here's the mystery. Two people earn the same income. They live in the same city. They face the same economy. One quietly builds wealth over decades. The other stays broke, stressed and confused. No matter how hard they work, same numbers. It's very different outcomes. Why? Because money is not just math, it's psychology. And today, we're uncovering the hidden forces: fear, greed, ego, trauma, and belief that silently control how money flows through your life. Or it's so powerful that entire nations rise and collapse because of them. This isn't a story about how to get rich quick. It's a story about why humans keep making the same financial mistakes again and again. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. To understand the psychology of money, we need to go back before banks, before paper currency, before numbers on a screen. For most of human history, money didn't exist. People traded goats for grain, labor for shelter, protection for loyalty. Value is personal and emotional. You trusted someone, you traded with them. If you didn't, you didn't. Then came metal, coins, gold, silver, copper, and something strange happened. For the first time, value became abstract. A piece of metal had worth, not because it fed you, but because everyone believed it did. That belief changed human behavior forever. Suddenly, wealth could be stored, accumulated, hoarded, and displayed. Status emerged. Envy followed. Fear was born. Money didn't just measure value anymore. It measured power, survival, and identity. And the human brain, still wired for survival on the savannah, was never designed to handle that. At its core, the psychology of money begins with fear. Scarcity fear. Our ancestors lived one bad winter away from death. That fear is still embedded deep in your nervous system. This is why people panic sell during market crashes, hoard cash during inflation, overwork even when they have enough, stay in jobs they hate because at least it's safe. The brain doesn't care about long-term returns. It cares about not dying today. When markets fall, logic says, this is temporary. But emotion screams, run, survive, escape. That's why the worst financial decisions are almost always made during moments of fear, and history proves it. As economies grew, something replaced fear as the dominant force: greed. But not greed in the villain sense. Greed as comparison. Humans don't measure wealth in isolation. We measure it relative to others. You don't want a big house. You want a bigger house than your neighbor. You don't want financial freedom. You want proof that you're winning. This is where money becomes a story. In the 1920s, Americans believed stocks only went up. In the 1990s, tech companies didn't need profits-only eyeballs. In the 2000s, housing prices could never fall. In the 2020s, crypto would replace money itself. Different decades, same psychology. People didn't buy assets because of fundamentals. They bought because everyone else was buying. Social proof hijacked logic. When your friends are getting rich, your brain doesn't ask, is this rational? It asks, what if I'm left behind? That fear of missing out, FOMO, has fueled every major financial bubble in history. Every financial story eventually hits the same moment: reality. Reality doesn't care about optimism, doesn't care about narratives, it doesn't care about belief. When debt exceeds income, when prices disconnect from value, when expectations outgrow reality, the system breaks. And when it does, psychology flips instantly. Greed turns into fear. Confidence becomes panic. By the dip becomes get me out. The crash of 1929, the dot-com bust, the 2008 financial crisis, even modern meme stock collapses. The pattern is identical. People don't slowly change their minds. They snap. Why? Because the brain hates uncertainty more than loss. A known loss feels safer than an unknown future. So people sell at the bottom, lock in damage, and swear to never invest again, which leads to the next phase. After every crash, something invisible remains: financial trauma. People who lived through the Great Depression never trusted banks again. 2008 survivors still hoard cash. Crypto crash victims swear markets are rigged. These experiences rewire beliefs, not logic beliefs, and beliefs shape behavior for decades. Someone who grew up poor may overspend to feel successful, fear investing, even when it's rational, associate money with stress and shame. Someone who got rich quickly may take reckless risks. Believe skill matters more than luck. Underestimate downside forever. Money isn't just numbers on a spreadsheet. It's memory, emotion, identity. That's why financial advice fails so often. You can't fix money problems with math alone. You have to fix how people feel about money. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people already know what they should do. Spend less than you earn. Invest long-term. Avoid emotional decisions. Don't chase hype. Yet they don't do it. Why? Because information doesn't override emotion. That is, why? Lottery tickets outsell index funds, credit cards beat savings accounts, day trading beats patience for excitement. Not result systems are designed to exploit psychology. Add sell status, not utility. Markets reward discipline, but punish impatience. Social media turns wealth into a performance. And the human brain, still ancient, still emotional, keeps falling into the same traps. Today, the psychology of money is amplified like never before. Consider this. Trillions move in milliseconds. People trade assets they can't understand. Wealth is displayed 24/7 on screens. Financial anxiety is at record highs, yet behavior hasn't changed. People still buy tops, sell bottoms, confuse luck with skill, chase shortcuts, fear being left behind. The tools evolved. The brain didn't. That's the real paradox. We live in the most financially advanced era in history, yet emotional money mistakes are bigger than ever. Money is not wealth. Money is a mirror. It reflects your patience, your insecurity, your discipline, your trauma, your values. The same system rewards one person and destroys another, based entirely on psychology. That's why mastering money is less about finance and more about self-control. Takeaway number 1. Behavior matters more than intelligence. You don't need to be smart. You need to be calm. Takeaway number 2. Your past shapes your money future. Until you understand your financial beliefs, you'll repeat them. Takeaway number 3. The hardest skill is doing nothing. Patience beats prediction. Every time, the world will keep changing. Markets will crash again. New assets will rise. New stories will seduce. But the psychology behind money will remain the same. So here's the question. Will you keep reacting emotionally? Or will you finally understand the game being played inside your own mind? Because the most dangerous financial illusion isn't risk. It's thinking money is just about money. If this video changed how you see money, hit like. It tells the algorithm this topic matters. Subscribe for deep dives into finance, psychology, and the hidden systems shaping your life. And comment below. What money belief did you grow up with, and do you still believe it today? Because awareness is the first step to control.